What's up everybody? My name is Craig Curelop, aka the FI Guy, and I'm here to show you, along with the FI team, your group of investor-friendly realtors, what types of house hacking there are. I think every single person out there has the ability to house hack, and they fall somewhere along the spectrum. We call it the comfortability continuum, right? And on one side of this continuum is comfort, and the other side is profit. Obviously, as an investor, I try to urge people to get as much profitable as they can, and as they pick up investments, start having more freedom and more passive income, they can move along this spectrum towards comfort. But anyone can house hack, whether you're 22 years old and just graduating, or you've got a family of 6. Anybody can do it. Let me show you how. So the first type is a luxury house hack, right? This type of house hack is where you purchase your dream home, right? It's got the floor to ceiling windows, the granite countertops, the quartz countertops, the pool, the works, right? And on the outside, you've got a casita or some sort of additional dwelling unit, detached, and you just Airbnb that out, right? Airbnb it or rent it out. You're probably not going to fully cover your mortgage like you would in an ideal house hack, but you'll probably still be saving $1,000 or more a month. Seriously, seriously worth it, and something to consider for everybody, right? So that's how a family can do it. That's how, and this is typically more for families, more for couples that really love their personal space and don't want to hear, see, or do anything with their tenants. Coming along the spectrum is the traditional, right? This is what you've heard of a million times. This is buying a 2, 3, or 4 unit property. You're living in one part and renting out the others. So you have your own unit. However, you may run into your tenants when you're going out to your car, taking out the trash, or you may even hear them if they're above or below you. But for the most part, you have your own space. And so, this will cash flow you more than a luxury house hack. However, in Denver, at least, in some areas in lower middle, not middle class, but like kind of in the Midwest and in the cheaper markets, you can cash flow these without much issue. However, in the more expensive markets, you won't be able to cash flow these while living there. When you move out, then you're able to by a little bit. The third, as we move along the spectrum here, is rent by the room. And so as you can imagine, this is where you buy a single family house, you live in one bedroom, you rent out the other bedrooms, right? So now you've got your own bedroom, you've got your own sleeping space. However, you may be sharing a bathroom or a kitchen or something else with your roommates. It's just kind of like a college situation. However, I will say as an adult, it's much more calm. You're not seeing beer cans left all over the place. Typically, most people just stay in their rooms and just kind of are to themselves, but they just want a nice place to rent for cheap. That's what you get when you do rent by the room. And I really suggest this strategy for first-time house hackers. It's just typically one of the most profitable ways, and you're really not sacrificing that much. You're just living in a bedroom, right? And so these last two are not for the faint of heart. These are the aggressive strategies. This first one here, the living room strategy, right? If you know my story at all, you know that I did this strategy to start, right? I had a duplex, I lived in the bottom, rented out the top, and I Airbnb'd out my bedroom, right? And I actually put up a curtain and like a cardboard box room divider, and I lived on a futon in the living room. That way I could get the most possible cash flow out of that house. Was it glorious? Absolutely not. Was it worth it? 100%. It set me up for the foundation as to where I am today. And I always urge people to go as far right as you can as possible. And my buddy, believe it or not, he went up to me, right? I never even thought of this at the time, but I do love it. The trailer approach, right? You can buy a trailer or a camper or even like a converted van. You put some heat, put some AC in there, whatever it is, and you've got a pretty good sleeping quarters, and it's a place to yourself, right? So it actually might even be better than this, and it also cash flows more. The only downside is you may have to go inside to use the bathroom, or you may have to use the bathroom outside. That's something that you have to figure out, or maybe you've got a bathroom in there, right? But oftentimes what I see people do is they get a trailer and they just treat the trailer like a bedroom. So they still use the shower, they still use the kitchen, they still hang out with their roommates in the inside. However, at the end of the night, when it's time to shut the lights off, they go outside and sleep in the trailer. So what strategy is for you? I know you have it in you to do one of these, and if you are serious about building massive amounts of wealth, becoming a millionaire in just a few years, this strategy is imperative to getting there. Seriously, the absolute highest return on investment you can get, and there's something out there for you. So that's it for this video, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching it this far. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, please comment, please subscribe, and let me know how I'm doing. You know, I always love the feedback, and any feedback that I see, I always try to implement it. So hopefully, if you do leave me feedback, you'll keep watching and see that I have, in fact, implemented it. Thanks, guys.